that's kind of garbage, and that's something that she has to sort of deal with as being part of a husband-wife team. She goes by Ginger D specifically because just by making that little bit of division, that kind of helps people see her as you know, a creator. But I think when you talk about like maybe sometimes you give your partner too much slack, I think that's maybe the case with us. With this book, we've got a third party involved. Bree's a friend. She lives 10, 15 minutes away. But having that third party where we like meet, you know, once a week to talk specifically about the project, that puts this outside constraint on us, and it sort of puts this like we're responsible to somebody outside of our marriage, and they don't cut us as much slack just because, you know, they're not supposed to. So yeah, I don't want to go. I don't want to take up too much more time.
No, I think we'll kind of bring it in for a landing here, and I'm kind of curious of, like, and I think almost especially webcomics, a little business, you know, a lot of us kind of do that, or maybe an independent, like, what do you read? Like, is there something that on a regular basis that you're like, oh, there's a new thing of this, like, I really want to read this?
Yeah,
All right. So sometimes like I actually like get into doing drawing and working my day job and all that kind of stuff too much, and I forget to, you know, read comics and stuff like that, which sometimes that happens. But one web comic that I really like is called Space Mullet, and the art's fantastic. The storytelling I dig. There's kind of like he sets up this universe that he doesn't explain, so there's enough like kind of like, who's that guy? Why is this alien here? What's this war that they're talking about? You know, there's all these questions that he kind of explains like slowly as the story goes on. But like, yeah, right now I think he's been pulled into some freelance things. So.
He has a print comic right now called Extremity that's very good.
Yeah.
I was about to say, one of the only print comics I'm collecting right now is Extremity. That's about the same guy as Space Mullet, I believe. And his name is escaping me right now because I'm doing a random. Yes, thank you. Awesome. Very good. Both his web and his print stuff is amazing. I tend to read a lot more webcomics just because that's where my daily time is spent, is in front of a computer. So while I am collecting a few in print right now, the ones I really love reading online, well, Tilly Walden just finished On a Sunbeam, and that is Eisner nominated this year, I believe. It is a fantastic read. I love that one. I love this comic called Kill 6 Billion Demons. Is another fantastic comic. I think it just came out in a print collection through Image. And then another one I would recommend off the top of my head is Jake Wyatt's Necropolis. You can read online. It doesn't update very often because he's a very busy guy in print comics, but Necropolis is a beautiful, wonderful